Good evening, children. Here's another video, and we are going to recap lesson 8 in painting. The topic is Pioneers of Contemporary Indian Art, and in this lesson we have three prominent artists. They are Raja Ravi Verma, Amrita Shergill, and Gagendranath Tagore. So they were considered as one of the pioneers of contemporary Indian art, and in this lesson we will be talking about the art and their artwork. So while talking about Raja Ravi Verma, we know that he hails from the state of Kerala, and he was considered as the pioneers of Indian art, and he was the king of the Travancore. He was celebrated as one of the prominent. So the key word that here is the celebrated artist, and he made a remarkable progress in the field of art in Indian history. Now, while we are talking about Raja Ravi Verma, his painting is Hamsa Damayanti. Now, another key structure that you are going to follow all through the lessons will be the medium that he adopted or used. So, what medium was adopted by Raja Ravi Verma? The medium that he adopted was oil colors. And one more additional point that you will have to remember while you are writing answers for Raja Ravi Verma is he was greatly influenced by the European art. So while European art focused on Impressionism, Raja Ravi Verma, who was a prominent Indian contemporary art, he was influenced with European art, and thus he made a vital link with the traditional medium as well as the Western realism. And the medium that he adopted in his painting was oil colors. So that was a medium that he used for his painting Hamsa Damayanti. So moving further, a very important question that you will be tested for Raja Ravi Verma will be, what printing process was adopted by Raja Ravi Verma? So the printing process that he adopted or used in his painting was oleograph. Now you already are familiar with the different printing techniques or printing process in your previous video sessions. In this we have introduced another printing technique which is called as oleograph. Now this technique was adopted by Raja Ravi Verma in his painting Hamsa Damayanti. Now the question that you will be tested in the lesson will be either appreciate the different art style by Raja Ravi Verma, or you will be tested to write short notes on Raja Ravi Verma and his painting. In any of the following cases, you will have to connect the question with the topic lesson. So the lesson is about the contemporary Indian art. So the first point that you will be writing will be that Raja Ravi Verma was considered as one of the pioneers of Indian art. The second is the technique that he adopted. So what technique did he adopt? He adopted the oleograph as one of his printing technique. And then in the previous we learnt the medium that he used. So he adopted the medium oil colors in his painting, and his famous artwork was Hamsa Damayanti. So already 4 answers you have already recapped. Now additional facts that could include to improve your writing will be the following are some of the additional points that you can add. That Raja Ravi Verma provided a vital link between, so he provided the vital link between the traditional Indian art and the Western realism. So he is trying to make a connect between the traditional Indian art and the modern realism. That link was provided by Raja Ravi Verma. And to add on, his famous painting already discussed was Hamsa Damayanti. The medium that he used was oil on colors and Hamsa Damayanti. Now while we are listed down few important key structures to frame answers, we have also to describe what Hamsa Damayanti is all about. Now Hamsa Damayanti is one of the beautiful creations by Raja Ravi Verma. So it is one of the beautiful creations that was portrayed by Raja Ravi Verma. What does the painting express? Now you'll have to remember, children, while we are talking about Raja Ravi Verma, he has always portrayed female as the lead figure. So wherever you see Raja Ravi Verma's painting in any museum or in any art shows, you will see that the female figures play a very major or a lead role in Raja Ravi Verma's painting. And one of the female lead role is Hamsa Damayanti. Now in Hamsa Damayanti, beautiful creation by Raja Ravi Verma. Now the painting showcases that she is waiting to basically in Raja Ravi Verma's Hamsa Damayanti. Hamsa Damayanti is waiting to receive the message from Nala, and the entire story of the expressions of waiting the message from Nala is narrated by a swan. So there is a swan in the picture, in the painting, and this swan is narrating the story and the theme or the entire expression. So there is an expression which is beautifully or silently captured in the painting of Hamsa Damayanti. A quick recap would be that while we are describing about Hamsa Damayanti, that the expressions are silently captured in the painting, and there is a swan, a bird that is, or a dove that is narrating the story of Hamsa Damayanti, and Hamsa Damayanti is the lead role of Raja Ravi Verma's painting, and here is Nala, the love of Hamsa Damayanti, and she is who is the she is Hamsa Damayanti is eagerly waiting to receive the message from Nala. All these are beautifully captured in the painting, and the medium that was adopted by Raja Ravi Verma was oil colors, and the printing technique, very important. The printing technique that was adopted by Raja Ravi Verma in the painting Hamsa Damayanti was oleograph. And not to forget that Raja Ravi Verma, though he was greatly considered as or championed the Indian contemporary art, yet he was also, he provided a vital link. So the key term and terminology that you will have to remember is he provided the vital link between the Indian traditional art as well as the Western realism. So this is all the key points to recap for Hamsa Damayanti and Raja Ravi Verma. Now moving on to the next artist in this lesson. The next artist is Amrita Shergill. Now she was also considered to be one of the prominent or a famous pioneer that led through the revolution of Indian art, and the creation of Amrita Shergill was Brahmacharis. So what are the Brahmacharis indicate? Brahmacharis is nothing but they are 5 male figures who are surrounded, or they are around a fire performing a ritual, and in Brahmacharis portrayed by Amrita Shergill, they are actually portraying the painting conveys about some Hindu faith and Hindu religion. So her painting is based on the Hindu faith and religion. She has adopted oil on canvas as one of the technique. So the technique that Amrita Shergill adopted in the painting Brahmacharis was oil colors, very similar to Raja Ravi Verma's technique. And here the Brahmacharis basically trying to convey the painting based on the Hindu faith. Now besides that, you are also going to talk about the composition of the painting. More than what the painting conveys, here it's basically trying to give the composition of the painting. So it's expressed on the horizontal plane with vertical placement of the figures. So there is a horizontal plane with the vertical placement of the figures. And she was greatly influenced by post-impressionism. So here is the artist Amrita Shergill, who was influenced by the post-impressionism in the artwork or the painting. So quick recap on Amrita Shergill. So you have to link Amrita Shergill, Brahmacharis. Brahmacharis, what do you see in Brahmacharis painting is the 5 male figures. And what does the 5 male figures doing in the picture? They are around the fire performing a ritual. And Amrita Shergill concept was based on the Hindu faith, which is portrayed in Brahmacharis. And the medium that she adopted is oil on canvas. And the technique, or she was influenced by the post-impressionism technique. Moving further down, the third artist in this lesson is Gagendranath Tagore. Gagendranath Tagore famous artwork was Atrium. And Gagendranath Tagore, children, you have to remember that he was considered as a great critic in Indian art and contemporary artist. So in Gagendranath Tagore's painting Atrium, we have to you have to remember that he used the medium as watercolors. Now remember, not all artists, eventually we saw that Raja Ravi Verma, Amrita Shergill, they used oil colors as the part of their medium. Please do not follow it up with Gagendranath Tagore, because he used watercolor as a part of his medium to portray his painting. And the technique that he adopted was the Cubism. So Gagendranath Tagore was highly influenced by the technique of Cubism, and the themes that you will have to understand he followed was the sketches of Himalayas and life of Chaitanya. So these are the two basic themes that Gagendranath Tagore adopted in his painting Atrium. Now we will move what Atrium is all about. Now so far we have recapped that Gagendranath Tagore was a contemporary artist. He used or adopted watercolors as his technique, and Gagendranath Tagore was considered as a great critic of Indian art, and the theme that he followed was the sketches, the life sketches of Himalaya, and portrays the life of Chaitanya. Now what does this, and one of the famous artwork of Gagendranath Tagore was Atrium. Now we are going to throw a little highlight of what Atrium is all about. Now while talking about Atrium, we are going to, it reflects the scenes of Kolkata and the funny side and life of citizens in Kolkata. So the highlighted key term, or mention the key aspects of Atrium is, it reflects the funny side. So the key term here we are going to reflect is on the funny side of Kolkata, and the funny side and the life of the citizens in Kolkata. So the entire question is related to the Kolkata. Second, Gagendranath was considered as a great critic, which we already saw in earlier answer. And during his time, then he was considered as a pioneer of Indian art. Now one common thing, children, remember, if you're stuck and if you are not able to find a relevant point, always try to link the topic lesson to the answer. So the topic that here we are talking is about Indian contemporary art. So we can always link that Gagendranath was considered as the pioneer of Indian art. And to remember that he adopted Cubism as one of his techniques. So Cubism technique was adopted by Gagendranath Tagore, and he used watercolors as the medium, and the theme that he used in his painting was mostly the sketches of Himalayas and the life of Chaitanya. And to talk, one of the great artwork of Gagendranath Tagore was the Atrium. Now what Atrium talks about is all listed here. That is, it reflects the fun aspect of the Kolkata and the funny life of the citizens in Kolkata. Now children, I will be sharing some key aspects and the points to remember in my next video. Thank you.